Hey, thanks for tuning in to today's Drawing for Kids class brought to you by the Ann Arbor District Library and the Ann Arbor Art Center. Today we are going to be drawing playful patterns, so you can use a pencil and a sheet of paper and then color with markers or crayons, colored pencils, whatever you have available at home. So this is the example of what I'll be making today. So you can notice lots of repeated shapes, especially circles and ovals, as well as some lines. So what I want you to do first is just spend some time brainstorming ideas. So make these little thumbnail sketches on a separate sheet of paper or on the back of your paper and come up with a few different ideas of things that might be fun that you could draw and repeat over and over again. So sometimes when we think of patterns, we think of things like lines and shapes and those basic elements, maybe some kind of, some type of shape like a star, or maybe something kind of like that. I want you to think of something that's a little bit more playful and complex, such as a little bug like the little ladybugs I have here, or donuts. So you could think of a creature, critter, or food, or just some other object. So as you guys know, I'm an artist, so I chose paintbrushes as another idea. You can just look around your room or your house and pick some different objects to explore. You don't necessarily have to do 4 different ones like I'm doing. You can choose just to do a couple, or even do even more than this. It's up to you, but I want you to think of different ways that you can add another element. So the ladybugs, for example, I added in some leaves, and I kind of got that idea from that lemon. So now I'm just going to draw that out on a larger scale, doing a basic circle for the body as well as a half circle for the head. And I like the lemon leaves, or those leaves that I drew for those lemons, and gave me the idea to add that in for a ladybug because, it's nature and it just kind of fits, as well as it's a similar shape. So the leaf is more of an oval or teardrop kind of shape, or some almond shape almost, but it has that line down the middle, as does the ladybug. So I thought that would be a fun way to have another element of repetition throughout my design. So once you have sketched everything out, if you'd like, you can outline everything in a with a black line in ink, so that you could just use a black marker or a Sharpie or something like that. But of course you don't have to do that. It's up to you. I think sometimes with illustration type of art, it's nice to have an outline, but it's absolutely not necessary. So think about your design and what you want it to look like. So from there, once you have everything traced, then you can take an eraser and you can erase your pencil lines so that you don't see any of your pencil lines, or if you're using markers especially, sometimes having those pencil lines, when you color over it with a marker, it will actually smudge those pencil lines. So it's really good to erase. And then as you are coloring in the rest of your artwork, just be sure to try to fill it in nice and solid. Keep it consistent. Use a limited color palette. So if you are doing leaves, for example, maybe just choose 2 different colors for those leaves. I am going to use a few different colors for my ladybugs just to add some interest and extra color. So since I'm doing this digitally, it gives me this great opportunity to show you what it would look like to multiply it, make it even bigger, and then of course don't forget to fill in a background.